So, hey everybody, it's me, coming to you just with some casual games between Just Carrier and Houston. I think these are played on Jirachi patch, right? The other two are ... yeah, well, that's fine, that's fine. Well, this is the one that was first on the list. Do you want me to cast it in some particular order? Oh wait, no, this is the one that's last on the list. Ah, I'm smart. I'm very smart. I forgot the way that these are ordered. There we go. Anyway, these are just some games that Just Carrier sent in that he said were pretty funny, so... yes, I think so. This is Jirachi patch, right? Also, let me see if I have a patch.json in my game now. I should have cleared this out before I began. No, it's not there. Oh, it is! Oh, gosh. Oh, well, it should be fine. It's, Sawan versus Con F, very fun. I think that GT game is gonna be SVS, but... We'll see, we'll see. Houston powering up the missile, I love it, I love it. I hope you enjoy the music selection, by the way. It's not debatable. Just Carrier said that it fits the theme of these games, so there it is. Let's see, first for him it looks like. Okay, so we can play whatever music we want for those other two. And Houston's moving out across the field. He has Sandstorm Fab done already, so blast drone building as well. Looks like he wants to make something funky happen. I'm guessing if this had really succeeded, that Just Carrier wouldn't send these replays in, so... We're gonna assume that this doesn't work, but... How do you defend Rush? Using Mind Tech, I'd say. Yeah, Houston was gonna play, in a series against Majir, he was gonna play Sawan, I think. Either that or Coalition. But when we were doing our practice games, he wasn't able to hold off this particular attack, so I think he's going with this. You don't want to use the BD here though, for sure. Because if it can be used on the carrier position, you can hit all the salvagers at the same time and then just do a ton of damage. Have to watch out for the ALM, of course, but... And then the idea is that the Sandstormers finish up the kills after the BD has hurt them. I like this though, this ALM will give a little bit of defense. But you really are ignoring it. No need to build any LAVs apparently. Here's the smoke, you like to see that? It's trying to use the smoke to get up here. You want to go right after the ALM is fired like that. I like the attempt at the jetpack, but it's not gonna work, so... Skins are just gonna start killing everything now. This is what you want to see. Brutal. Oh, jeez. The retired being pulled on all the other ones. I think that's actually even a little bit overkill, but, yeah, this is actually great for Houston. This has worked amazingly well. He's even gonna stay to kill off the ALM, which is crazy. But he should probably just head out with these units, because there might be some tech coming, which there is. It's AVs. Base Runner gets killed, actually. And the Sandstormers are gonna jump on it, and they can kill it. There's no armor either, so... Yeah, this is actually pretty good. And he can just leave with his PC. Starting to take a lot of damage from the missiles, so I think at this point you want to just get out. And Houston's base is only got 5 salves, but Just Carriers has 0, so you can tell who's ahead here. Would even take one of these off the queue and get armor 1, because Houston theoretically can just keep killing you like that if you aren't careful. He's building a salvager on this? No, the production tab must just be bugged. He should just keep building Sandstormers. Oh, he's not building anything out of this. Uh-oh. Yeah, you just want to keep building Sandstormers so that you don't get killed by this AAV. But the attack worked. He got all of the salvagers killed, so that's pretty good. And this is actually fine, like, he's not gonna find any damage over here, but he's just delaying the AV, so he's not gonna get killed over here. Probably just want to see some kind of tech choice, but he's got left mode first, that's fine too. Has a second PC queued as well. Because you know what he could use here is another PC. Yeah, and Just Carrier lost all the logistics modules too, so he can't even build any units. He has to like deploy another ALM. That's terrible. Even I'm starting to get tired of this freaking song, so let's let's put like these in there as well. Yeah. That'll be a little better. Okay, ALM's down. He's gonna build another AV, which is good because he does need a bit of defense. Houston pretty slow to build any kind of defense against this AV though, but he can move his carrier out, so it should be okay. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Systems 1 teching, that's fine. He doesn't have the money for an assault rail now, but once these guys drop off, he will, so... It would be nice to see a little quick drop here, but it doesn't really matter too much. This AV will be taken out this time. Little attempt at the missile there, by the way. Skin dies. This song is really loud, oh my gosh. I'll turn it down a little bit. This is the crap I listen to when I'm modding, you know, so... Yeah, the carrier should do fine to push this AV out. Ah, nice missile. This is what we know Houston for, of course, is landing missiles. He's gonna dump like 50 CUs here, which is a little bit sad, but it happens. And I think he has a railgun building here. Is that a salvager, really? Oh my gosh. Frontline salvager production, very good, very good. Yeah, but he's got the assault railgun, he should be okay to defend here. Definitely this is being a bit slow for Houston, but you know. He really wants to be like 3 base already, that's the best way to punish like all the damage that he's gotten on his opponent. Uh-oh, and the carrier block and the assault rail is pretty bad too. It's okay to be slow. It's never okay to be slow. Gotta be quick. Decent missile here. But the AVs are marching over to the 3rd base. This heavy railgun actually has to be careful. Like, if you get jumped on, you might lose this too. But a really nice missile kills that as well. And now the rail's hitting. Should be fine. 2 rails hitting. Yeah, oh, 4 HP on that salvager. Well done, well done. And here's where you can use carrier block against Coalition, is when you're trying to stop them from moving somewhere. Oh, he doesn't even need to. Look at that missile hit, man. He don't miss, what can I say? And now he wants to build salvagers. Things are not looking so good for Just Carrier so far. Hittles, yeah. Hittites. I can't even remember who the Hittites are. I think they're like some non-Jewish people. I haven't read the Old Testament in a long time. I'm sure everyone can relate. It's a little bit dense. Just Carrier typically is like stuck on CU miners here with no RU miners for a long time because he just wants to build AVs, so he doesn't really need anything else, but it'd be good for him to get these armor techs up. Houston's 3 base now. It's official. Nah, you don't need armor. It's overrated. This guy is like really slanted. Now he's a bit more level.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sand skimmer on approach.
Do I have shuffle turtle? I should have shuffle turtle.
Hostile unit marked.
Well, we can all have pretty bad micro, you know. You were very tried. You were very tried.
Hostile contact marked. Copy. Go ahead.
Hey, heavy vehicles armor 1. Very good. Very good. Wonderful, wonderful. Does he have the RU miners? No. So yeah, it's doing kind of what he's done before. Getting those RU miners will help to get this tech a little faster, but like, if he really just wants to build vast numbers of AVs, which is what he's been doing, I think it's actually not bad to keep the RUs empty here. Then, oh, got the hiccups. The customary hiccups. And then you can, you know, you can fill them out later, but it's not really the biggest priority. One thing we saw in that series with Descara was that he would stay on 2 base for a long time. And even if his opponent was on 3, it was okay, because if he could get like a base wipe later, it was gonna like even it up, so... That's just how the game is played, apparently.
Hostile contact on the board. Heavy vehicle upgraded. Awaiting enemy contact on sensor.
That's Heavy's 2 done now. That's the first one that gives them some tankiness to railguns. So, like, when you're fighting against railguns, I think it's armor 2 and 3 that are really effective, because armor, like, the actual amount of armor that you have isn't really going to do much, but getting HP is going to be big. There's an odd sort of LAD over here. I like the smoke here, right? Because he's in range, so he doesn't want to smoke these guys off. He's just cutting this heavy railgun off the fight. And these skins will just die immediately. The idea is that if you can sunder them, then the skins can do good damage, but here he's dodging the sunder by using the smoke, so this is really good. Now he can smoke up. Keep hitting those salves. I mean, I don't know, I guess in this case it's probably better to hit the railguns, which is what he's gonna do. He still has smokes, this is crazy. He just has like a million smokes available to use. Oh, what the? Houston hasn't been mining here this whole time. Oh no. He's building an honor guards, that's pretty cool. It'd be good if he was actually getting resources from this base. Oh dear. Just Carrier's done it again, it looks like. I don't know how he always does this, but he does. Although, to be fair, he didn't really kill any of the main base salvages, I don't think. Maybe he did, because there's only like 6 here. Yeah. But yeah, now his opponent's on 2 base as well, so, you know, that's pretty good for you. Although, apparently he was on 2 base the whole time, because he wasn't mining over here. I don't know. Yeah, it's amazing just what all these AVs together can do. It's like... Before I saw that series with Descara, I never could have believed that this was possible. Oh, this honor guard is in a bad place. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, I think it might survive. You really need to be careful not to carrier block it here, because if the honor guard was shooting this whole time, it'd be a different story, right? Oh no, it's so low. Ah! Okay, it's alright, it's alright. You really gotta keep this thing alive. This thing is gonna be like so important. Oh my gosh, I hope he keeps it away from this dude. This thing will die in like 4 hits to this AV. Oh no 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 no! Ah! Not like this. If this missile dunks him. Yeah, it's a pretty good hit. Okay, he'll be fine, he'll be fine. Jeez, man. What is this game? And he's gonna push him off 3rd, you know, so... Golly. Heavy Vehicles 3 would be really big for him. He's almost got the RUs for it. So I imagine he'll get that next. It's you! Welcome. I don't think you've ever been on a stream when we're casting DOK, have you? Oh no, I'm watching a replay. This is a game that Just Carrier and Houston played. They're in the chat. These 2 rails are short-lived for this world, I think I would have to say. Not really being microed at all as well. I can see what Houston was saying earlier. Oh, he GG'd. Oh, look, he has a second honor guard popping out. Oh. I don't know. I'm not sure that the game is over here. I definitely think he's in a bad position, but I think he could have survived. The music is perfectly timed, by the way. Maybe he was just too tired. Well, let's move on to the next one. I'll turn this garbage off. I mean, if you were 3 base, that really was going to be over. That's true. Let's turn the game music on, though. That's a bold move. He's playing Saban as well. So he finally learned how to paint things.
Standing by. Salvage construction complete. Salvager online. Proceed to rally point.
Is it SC first? No, Houston's going AV Fab. Ah. Oh shoot, did I miss the 69 RUs? Oh. What a mistake. What a mistake. Well, the thing is, AV rushing is actually not really great against Soban usually because they have the Sunder on the carrier, but... yeah, we'll see. I think he's got it at a decent timing as well, but I wasn't watching exactly when he got it. Thing is, you do need to get some damage done, right? When he comes up with the carrier, he gets the Sunder down, the ALMs are going to do a lot, and if he just builds a couple LABs, he should be okay. These things do 150 at level 0. Or level 1, that is. That's a lot of damage. Popping my knuckles now. That's how you know it's getting real. Armor 1 for Houston really early. I would wait until after, like, you're around here or something, because you don't need the upgrade until after, you don't need the upgrade until after the AAVs are, like, ready to fight, but...
Standing by. Artifact identified.
Oh. The Oilers. I'm, like, woefully unaware of sports. I don't even know who that is. Production upgrade starting now, but see, you could have gotten this earlier because, like, Armor 1 doesn't help yet. So, Just Carrier definitely was happy to point out, and I think what game was this? Some series I played where I got the production upgrade before getting Armor. I was very happy about that. Well, when I think of oil as a color, I think of like the rainbow effect it makes when light is going through it, you know?
Enemy contact on sensors. Armor is en route. Hostile armor on approach.
Houston's painted his units with Vanta Black, actually. This ain't gonna work, by the way, because there's high ground working against him here. But he does have Armor 1 versus 0, so that's kind of nice. Fighting this is going to be a little difficult, though, because you're always fighting up the high ground. This is actually a really good position here. Wow. Because it's going to have high ground no matter what. I think what you need to do then is, like, smoke them and just drive past, but I'm not sure. Again, this is the problem with AV rushing, though, against Soban, is, like, you have to be really careful when you go in here that you don't just die because of the Sunder, so if you're not going to get any damage done, he just sort of got ahead by going SC first instead. I think when you're playing CVC, just getting your economy set up is often really the best move. By the way, a little bit of healing here too. That's nice to see. But Houston is expanding. He's not like falling asleep at the wheel, so... Heavy vehicles too would be really good here because this is probably going to be an AV fight. So... Either that or you can go rails on top of it and try and beat him like that, but... We saw people try that against Just Carrier and it didn't go very well, so I think you probably just want to upgrade the armor. Oh, and Just Carrier already has armor too as well. He's gonna make the attack first, by the way. And I think whoever has the, whoever attacks first is really gonna have a big advantage here. Houston's going back, though. He must have seen, like, a contact ping, because ALMs have just, like, a ridiculous contact radius. But he needs to go back here, actually, because you're not gonna catch them before they get to your base. Plus, he would actually win out in the field, too. Again, it's armor 3 versus, or armor 2 versus 1. And he's got more of them, so... Nice smoke to buy a bit of time as well. And yeah, Houston has to pull off the main, and already things look pretty dire, actually. Although he does kill this one that's out in the open. He's got the ALMs powered up, which will help him a little bit here, but this is gonna be tough. Oh. Yeah, this SC is gonna die too. There actually are 2 AVs here, but they weren't on time to smoke it, so this goes down. Yeah, so like Just Carrier's army even is trading pretty well as it's killing economy. That's really a rough time to be alive if you're Houston. By the way, I see some RU cells being built, so probably he's looking to heavy vehicles 3 at this point. And the AV wars intensify. Gosh. But Just Carrier just has the numbers here. That's Lancaster's law, right? Not to mention he does, I think, have the armor lead now. No, he doesn't actually. I see. He's gonna use the RUs for rails instead, which is pretty justifiable. I saw a bunch of RUs disappear, and I figured he was getting the armor upgrade. Yeah, now it's not clear what's gonna stop all these AVs. You probably need Power 1 or something, but it's gonna be desperate either way. I really like these AV on AV fights, actually, because it turns out to take a lot of micro, and you kind of have to be smart about it, too. Figure out where you want to put your smokes and everything. Sporkers is done for Houston, by the way. But he's on one base, he doesn't have any salves. It's probably best he stays there than try and weather the storm out. It's gonna be a tough ask either way, though. Savvy's gonna get healed up here before Just Carrier arrives, but does he have armor 3? No, not yet. Looks like both players have kind of forgotten about it. Houston has the money for it. I mean, that's a good tech, you know. But seems like he's not interested. Uh-oh. Yeah, these salves are good. And that's the problem with like building salves when you're being attacked like this. You know, you're just kind of giving your opponent more targets to hit, so it doesn't feel very good. You really need to smoke this SC, by the way. Well, the time for that has come and gone. I think you'd call it a Houston sandwich, right? He's actually targeting the carrier right now. Yeah, he's found the army here. He'll just kill everything off. And at this point, there's really nothing left for Houston. But to GG, I suppose. There's even an army here that could end the game if you wanted to, so... Down he goes. This last one's on GT. Yeah? Let's check that out. I have. Honor guards are awesome.
Proceed to rally point. Arming logistics modules.
I don't know. I think it's actually pretty good to have heavy rails with the honor guards, because honor guards don't really have a lot of DPS. But plus, the thing is, you only have one Q anyway, so if you've got the money, it's good to get heavy rails with them. Also, heavy rails can do EMP too, which can be pretty effective for like slowing people down who are trying to jump on you. Actually, it was on this map in particular. I remember really well a series with Scara that I was like on the ace match or something, and I ended up losing because I didn't have EMP. How many honor guards do you need to one-shot a railgun? It's probably only 2. But, and if they don't have any armor ups, I think you can one-shot them with high ground. But the thing is, their damage per shot is very high, but their DPS is pretty low. DPS stands for damage per shot too. Their damage per second, you know what I mean? It's low compared to heavy railguns, so... And heavy rails, you know, they're not even very high DPS units either. The thing is just that honor guards have the AoE, so... I think like the ultimate unit comp in DOK would have to be like honor guards and Con F Siege, but the problem is that you can't, you know, you can't build all of them so quickly. It takes a long time to build. Yeah, I think that is the idea, actually. You don't usually think of honor guards doing that, but, maybe in Joke Patch, man, but this ain't Joke Patch. But yeah, you don't usually think of honor guards as wanting to pop in and out, because they have a lot of range, but it's true, you know, they have a pretty good alpha strike, and then you can back them away. Certainly, the reason that they work to swing railgun fights is that if you can get that first shot off and kill a bunch of rails and get other ones low, right? And then your heavy rails are killing those ones, all of a sudden the numbers can really agree with you, and so having the damage up front can be really powerful, but... It's not so much about the DPS of the unit, it's more the AoE and the like, first strike ability that it has. Yeah, the thing is, if you have like 5 honor guards and I have like 10 railguns, I'll actually probably win that fight, or at least if I split, so... But if I have like 10 railguns and you've got, you know, 2 honor guards and 8 railguns, you'll win, for sure. It's like, that's kind of how you want to use them there. Plus, they give you some really good defense against like LAVs that want to run on the rails, so... I think honor guards fit in the comp with rails really nicely. First Scuffle's gonna be taken here, by the way. It's worth noting, though, Just Carrier's already long distance mining off his 3rd, but Houston's gonna have more RUs then. See if he's able to spend it, though. He's got a lot of money right now. 2 base PCs? Oh, man, almost. He's taking ACs, but, you know, close enough. I don't think so. I think the rails are pretty good there. Because the skims would answer rails too, but rails could do more than skims can, I think. It's just they have a vulnerability to Strikecraft, but if you've got honor guards with them, that won't be a problem. I kind of wish he was going PCs. It'd be fun. But ACs probably does make more sense. It's a very good unit to have in this kind of like mid-game scenario. Not sure what he's doing with this carrier, by the way. He could actually use a couple AAVs too to hold off this push. And he's built some. Very nice. Jolly good, jolly good. Keep this guy with the SC, he has the healing, the ALMs are helping him. Probably can hold this off without even taking armor 1, which I think right now he doesn't want to go into, because those are expensive techs, of course, and he's going to be building ACs, which are also expensive. Just Carrier does have Railgun Fab, though. Yeah, Houston shouldn't actually go, like, with his carrier this time. He should keep it down at the base. This is a scenario where he's not actually threatened very much. Looks like he's taking armored vehicle anyway. Whoa, he just queued a lot of units or something. Suddenly he's got no, suddenly he's got no CUs at all. What's he queuing? Wouldn't it be better to just build assault cruisers now? I think he's got like 6 AVs queued or something like that. Well, to each their own. He can go railguns too eventually, by the way, but he's always going to be slower than just carrier at that. Thing is, this is a lot of LAVs, so if the rail can just dink an AV, then it'll die almost instantly to the LAVs. So, you kind of need to execute this well if you're going to fight it. There's the armor break. He's just going to use smoke to buy a little bit of time here, but the LAVs are hitting the support cruiser. It's also being armor broken. That's gonna die. Oh no. What's he building LAVs for now? He's got AC fab done. Oh no. This ain't good. It's all falling apart here. Listen to that sound it makes when it's warming up. That was sick. Oh. This really is just the coolest thing in the game, man. Oh, jeez. They hit it out of the park with Sublime Rose. Okay, here we go. We finally have the Assault Cruiser out. Just thinking about pillows. Yeah, yeah. Houston was like, just gotta suffer through one more game of this and then I can go be with my Karen body pillow. Just Carrier doesn't have any other tech choice, by the way. It doesn't seem like he needs it. He could use a couple more rails, though, because he is pretty low on that. Like, if this rail gets jumped on, just the game ends. But this Assault Cruiser is not moving, so this isn't gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna do it just with the railgun. Or with the AV, sorry. Actually, I take it back. He actually killed it. So now you want to move in the AC, you're right. Get back onto his main base, too. Looks like he's gonna do that. Yeah, more rails building for just Carrier, now he should have everything he needs here. He's gonna use the overcharge here. Salves are actually going down here. It's a nice step back. Gets them all really low, but these salvagers just evaporated. They got eviscerated. I guess that's damage too for you. Coalition salves also don't have any armor, right? So.
Enemy contact on the board. Enemy signature identified. Tracking enemy target. Rally point designated.
AC's in position here. The thing is though, if the railguns hit it, it's gonna like lose enough armor that these LAVs are actually even pretty threatening. Yeah, they're all pretty low. But it doesn't matter, there he goes. This guy's a freaking captain now. Very nice, very nice. You can kind of mitigate that by using the overcharge ability because it gives you armor, but yeah, Houston knows this is over. Well, there you go, just a quick little couple of games. Oops, I already exited. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, because otherwise what am I doing with my life?